All right, so get this. You actually have 16 more hours per week that you're not utilizing. Guess what? They're called weekends. So Henry Ford actually came up with the concept of the 40-hour work week back in 1926, and the Fair Labor Standards Act actually passed the amendment in 1940, making it a regular schedule of 40 hours per week. Now, the cool thing here that I want to point out is that if you put an additional 16 hours on the weekend, your time productivity actually increases by 40%. You have 40% more time working weekends than people that don't. Well, I know some of you are going to say, well, Austin, that's going to lead to burnout and there's no work-life balance. Okay, I can agree with that, but in your life, and especially in mine, there's a time to punch the gas of your vehicle and there's a time to hit the brakes. If you're just putting in a regular 40 hours a week, 5 days a week, week in and week out, and never making any changes, then you're going to get the same results that you've always gotten. Here's one thing that I learned at a very young age, that if you want to get ahead of the rest of the race, then you got to do stuff that nobody else is willing to do. So instead of a consistent jog running on a treadmill at the exact same pace and the exact same speed week in and week out, sometimes you got to sprint and sometimes it's okay to walk. You know your body, you know what you can take, you just got to make sure that you're more productive and you do things differently than the people around you. So if you look at your weekends as an opportunity to get ahead of your competition as opposed to the last 2 days of the week, then that's the perfect foundation to get ahead. Have productive Saturdays and Sundays focusing on Quadrant 2 activities, meaning they're important, but not necessarily urgent. Strategizing your week, scheduling your priorities, laying the foundation, doing things that you maybe couldn't do during the week because you're too busy, and sharpening your axe. Those are all phenomenal things that you can do on the weekends to get ahead of your week, put in those extra hours, and get ahead of the game.